Hello, John Longcroft-Neal here again, and happy Thanksgiving to all my friends in America. I was speaking to one of them recently, and I remember that in 2015 Margaret and I went to Dartmouth in Devon, which is on the south coast of England, and we visited one or two places that are relative to the Pilgrim fathers leaving to America. And it was also the same year that my son moved to California, so a little bit in common there. I'm not a historian of American history, or any history if it comes to that. Looked a few things up, but we were in Dartmouth, and I'd like to show you some of the places we saw, particularly one of the quaysides which goes back to those times. So, would you like to come to Dartmouth with me? Good, let's go. One of the first occasions for Thanksgiving was when the Pilgrim Fathers managed to reach the New World in 1620, having set sail from Plymouth in England. Let me read you some of the details of that occasion at Bayard Cove in Dartmouth. Life's a beach. Bayard Cove is reckoned to be the oldest part of Dartmouth. Fishermen were dragging boats up the beach long before the quay was built, and their stores and cellars would have been the first buildings. Springing a leak. The Pilgrim Fathers anchored here in August 1620 to repair one of their ships, the Speedwell, before setting sail across the Atlantic to found their historic colony. The repairs clearly didn't work. 300 miles off Land's End, the vessel was leaking so badly they turned tail and headed back to Plymouth. Passengers suspected the crew didn't want to go to America at all, and had been making holes in the ship themselves to scupper the trip. In the end, they abandoned it in port and successfully crossed the Atlantic in their other ship, the Mayflower. We took a trip on the River Dart in this paddle boat, and it gave us another view that the pilgrims would have seen as they left to go and cross the Atlantic. You can see from this map of England that Dartmouth is in between Exeter and Plymouth at the bottom left-hand corner. And Plymouth is just along the coast where the Mayflower set off from. This diagram shows how good the River Dart was for shipping. The narrow entrance could be well defended, and then the river widened out and reached well inland. On the east side of the river is Kingswear, and the red line shows the route of the steam train that goes up the coast as far as Paignton and goes to Greenway Holt, where Greenway House is, and it is the estate where Agatha Christie lived from 1938. Over on the far west bank of the River Dart is Britannia, the Royal Naval College, where in the 1930s Prince Philip first met Princess Elizabeth, who later became, of course, Queen Elizabeth II. We took a tour around the college, which was built in 1905 and designed on the layout of a ship. And every day we could see students from the college on manoeuvres on the river. This is another view of the paddle boat that takes tourists up and down the River Dart. There were many vessels on the river, such as this fishing boat, and very expensive yachts like this one, and then quite modest things like this. Actually, I think they're going off to get on their nice big boat. Some of the houses on the riverside were very expensive looking as well. This one even seems to have its own lifting system to get the boat out of the water. The fortifications on the river mouth were still there from many centuries ago. Well, I hope you enjoyed those photos of Dartmouth. Wasn't it remarkable, that journey? 10 weeks at sea to set out, and then first of all in a leaking boat anyway. Quite remarkable. Very brave people. Anyway, I hope you've got plenty to be thankful for this week. America's entering a new phase of politics, and hopefully there's vaccines on the way which will knock this COVID-19 on the head, and we can get out of this pandemic and get back to normal. I hope so. Anyway, oh, by the way, if you haven't already subscribed, oh, go on, do it. Subscribe, like you should. And hit the little bell, and when I produce some more videos, you'll get to know about it. Okay? I'll see you. You'll see me next time. Okay, bye-bye.